Introduction. The Qur'an is the central religious text of Islam, and it is believed to be the Word of God revealed to the Prophet Muhammad through the Angel Gabriel over a period of 23 years. The Qur'an is divided into 114 chapters, or surahs, and each surah is composed of verses, or ayat. The verses of the Qur'an can be categorized into two broad categories based on where they were revealed: Makkan verses and Madinan verses. This essay will examine the characteristics of Makkan and Madinan verses and how they reflect the historical context of their revelation. Makkan verses. Makkan verses refer to the verses of the Qur'an that were revealed during the first 13 years of the Prophet Muhammad's mission, when he lived in the city of Makkah. Makkan verses are characterized by their emphasis on monotheism, the oneness of God, and the importance of faith and good deeds. These verses often employ rhetorical devices such as repetition, contrast, and metaphor to convey their message. Makkan verses also address the societal and moral issues of the time, such as the mistreatment of the poor and the weak, the oppression of women, and the prevalence of idol worship. They challenge the prevailing beliefs and practices of the pagan society in which the Prophet Muhammad lived and often condemn those who rejected his message. For example, Surah Al-Kafirun, the disbelievers, states, "Say, O disbelievers, I do not worship what you worship. Nor are you worshippers of what I worship. Nor will I be a worshipper of what you worship. Nor will you be worshippers of what I worship. For you is your religion, and for me is my religion." Quran 109-16. This verse challenges the belief in multiple gods that was prevalent in Makkan society and emphasizes the importance of monotheism. Madinan verses. Madinan verses refer to the verses of the Quran that were revealed after the Prophet Muhammad migrated from Makkah to Medina in 622 CE. Madinan verses are characterized by their emphasis on legal and social issues, such as governance, marriage and divorce, inheritance, and warfare. These verses often address specific situations and provide guidance on how to act in certain circumstances. Madinan verses also reflect the changing political and social landscape of Medina. As the Prophet Muhammad became the leader of the Muslim community in Medina, the Madinan verses reflect the challenges and opportunities that arose from this new position. For example, Surah Al-Anfal, the spoils of war, provides guidance on how to distribute war booty and manage prisoners of war. The verse states, "And know that anything you obtain of war booty, then indeed, for Allah is 1/5 of it, and for the messenger and for his near relatives and the orphans, the needy, and the stranded traveler, if you have believed in Allah and in that which we sent down to our servant on the day of criterion, the day when the two armies met. And Allah, over all things, is competent." Quran 8:41. This verse provides guidance on the distribution of war booty and emphasizes the importance of charity and social welfare. Conclusion. In conclusion, the Quran contains two broad categories of verses: Makkan verses and Madinan verses. Makkan verses emphasize the importance of monotheism, faith, and good deeds and challenge the prevailing beliefs and practices of Makkan society. Madinan verses provide guidance on legal and social issues and reflect the changing political and social landscape of Medina. Understanding the characteristics of Makkan and Madinan verses is essential to understanding the historical context of the Quran and the message.